Hello everybody. Well, we're the first ones here, so we'll wait a couple minutes to let some of you guys join. But I have Anna here with me today for our Meet the Vendor series. And we'll wait for a few people to get on, but first I wanted to mention a couple things. So for those of you that have been trying to guess what the fall theme is going to be, we are going to announce that this afternoon. The post I think is scheduled for 4 o'clock. We actually have 2 winners. We had one winner from Instagram and then we have another winner from Facebook. You guys actually guessed it. So that's exciting. We're really excited about the theme. I think it's going to be fun. I have 2 new photo ops in mind. We hope you guys really like those too. Another thing, oh, and when you come on, make sure you say hi so we can see that you are here. If you have any questions throughout the, hey Brend. Brend is actually right here behind us, so she's helping us today. And we are borrowing her light as well, which is making it look a lot brighter. But anyway, so we will be sharing that later with the fall theme. And then also you may notice the shirt that I have on has our new logo on it, and I wanted to see what you guys thought about the color. So let me know in the comments if you like it. It's just kind of like it's like a soft green, kind of like maybe a celery or soft moss green. And that is likely going to be the color for our fall shirts with our new logo. And one of our vendors, Courtney from Only Grace Company, actually reached out to me and she made these test shirts for us for our market crew. So hey Vicki, thank you for joining us. Brent loves the color too. So I thought you guys would like it. It's a really pretty color on anybody. All right, I think we have a few watching now, so we'll go ahead and get started. Like I mentioned before, Anna is with us. She joined us in 2022, I think, as a vendor, and before that she was a shopper. So I remember when she used to come and shop with us, and now she's our vendor and we love having her. I don't think you've missed an event yet, have you?
I don't think so.
Yeah, she's been with us. So, so I'm going to let her talk a little bit. She's actually going to, while she's talking and I ask her questions, she's going to be making a bracelet and then a beaded bracelet, and she's going to tell you more about them, and then later on she will also show you guys how to use them and how to use them as accessories in your everyday life. So, alright, so we'll go ahead and get started.
Alrighty. Hey everyone, like Megan said, my name is Anna and I am the owner of Opal Twine Designs, which is an accessory business. I live in New Martinsville with my family, where I work on all of my designs, and I've been doing minted vintage for the past few years now, so I'm really excited to be here.
So what inspired you to start your business? What's the story behind that?
Well, actually, I was a new mom. I was trying to find myself again after having my second child. I was struggling with some depression, and my husband actually mentioned to me to possibly start a hobby. That's something I could do while I was at home with our kids.
Yeah, that's sweet.
And it actually just started as a hobby, but once I started sharing my designs on social media and with family, I just decided to give it a go and start a business. And it will actually be our 2-year anniversary next month. So
that's exciting. So how did you come up with your name, Opal Twine Designs?
So I actually just kind of Googled some words that I liked. I really like crystals and like gemstones. I like to collect those. So I just kind of played around with some of my favorite gems. Opal is one of my favorites, and I just kind of like, I guess, fiddled around with some words that I thought flowed well with opal, so that's kind of how I came up with my name for my business.
I like that. I love opal is a really unique stone too.
It is.
So yeah, I like that. Very cool. So, okay, do you want to go ahead and share with us what you're going to be doing here?
Yeah, so today I thought I would demonstrate how to make a wristlet. These are one of my best sellers for my business. You can attach them to your keys, to your wallet. Do you want to show up close? Yeah. That one is just like, that will be a new design that I'll have with me at Minted Vintage. But I thought it'd be nice to show everyone how I make them and what goes on for that. So.
Oh, I love these. So this has mushrooms.
It has mushrooms and like some foliage.
So you can see that.
I'm gonna try to bring a bunch of those with me because I know everyone likes that kind of theme.
Yeah, it's very cute.
So what I use silicone food grade beads. So they're safe to use. They're easy to clean. You just use a clean damp cloth. And I usually use around 18 to 20 beads depending on how big someone's wrist is or how small their wrist is. I already have them strung out here on the string, so it's easier for me to make, but I just take one of these metal keychain clips. I try to pair a color that looks well with the beads and the design. So I just tie that here. I try to do a pretty strong knot because I don't want them to break. So, and then it just looks like that. I'll of course trim off the excess.
It's really cool. You could go with, I mean, there's so many different design choices you could go with.
Yeah, it's actually kind of hard for me to decide what beads to get because there's probably thousands of different options to choose from, but I kind of like the boho, like neutral floral themes the best. I feel like a lot of people like those kind of designs, so that's what kind of draws me to those. But then I just take a lighter and I make sure the ends are not going to fray, and then I just tuck these extra strings away into the wristlet.
Cool.
So
what is this thing that you have here, this template?
This is actually like where I lay my beads out. I usually use the outer template for adult wrists, and then this one can be for like children or younger adults.
Okay.
And then this I just sometimes use to make keychains. I just lay out the design. So, because I'm a visual person, I need to see everything. So I just kind of use that to like see what my design will look like before I put it together. So.
And that is super handy for people like me who just yesterday lost my keys. I was at the tennis courts and I was like, how did I get here? Someone needed something from my car and I went to go to get my car and the door was locked. I'm like, how did I get here? So this is what I need. If I had one of these, I would always have the keys on my wrist instead of, you know, losing my keys.
And it's actually helped me keep track of my keys a lot because I'm the type of person that'll just set my keys down in a random place thinking I'll know where they are, and then I'll spend like a good hour or so looking for my keys. So
I think that's a creative thing. Sometimes we lose things easily.
So that's what the wristlet looks like. I chose like a light blue floral with some cream and like a blue. So
yeah, and when you come to the market, you can see these in person. There's so much little detail that I'm not sure even holding it up close even shows it well enough, but these are beautiful beads. And so you said they're non-toxic, so like a baby, if they got a hold of it, it would be okay.
There are some. I'm actually kind of in the process right now getting certified to be able to make and sell like teething clips and pacifier clips, but it's kind of a long process, so I'm hoping by the fall that I'll have that done. But
I think maybe your kiddo is watching. Someone just said, hi, Mommy.
Oh yeah, my mom is. That's
Aww,
my mom.
sweet.
Hi guys.
Mantis Effect's watching. Hey guys. Cheryl, thank you for joining us. If you guys have any questions for Anna, you're welcome to ask in the comments, and we'll try to keep an eye on those as well. Okay, so we've talked a little bit about your small business, how it started, and where your name came from. But what is one thing that you love about being a small business owner?
I think one of the things that I love is being able to share my designs with people in my community. I've made a lot of friends since starting my business, not just from my community, but like other small business owners that are really great and that genuinely care about you. Like I said, when I became a mom, I kind of was lonely and I kind of didn't really have a hobby that I like to do, but then when I started my business, I've met a lot of great people and it's really helped me along those lines. So.
I have to agree with you on that. Definitely feels very much like a community. Something you don't have, I think, growing up throughout school. I mean, you have friends, but it's not really a community like this is, I think. So yeah, I agree with you on that one. Okay, so what is one challenge of running a small business?
I would say staying accountable and staying motivated. I have a lot of times where I'm feeling a little defeated if certain things don't go how I plan. So I'd say definitely staying accountable and staying motivated to continue.
There's definitely a lot of highs and lows with the small business, and also with having young kids. You kind of just have to work in your time whenever you can. So sometimes you're like really late at night and you're tired. It is hard to kind of keep going. So what can you think of one achievement that you're proud of in your business? It doesn't necessarily have to be like sales or anything like that, but what's just something that you're kind of proud of?
I think it's for getting myself out there and being confident. I've always been a really shy person, and I feel like my business has really helped me become more confident in myself and not be afraid to like speak with people in public and stuff.
That's awesome.
So
that's awesome. Okay, so if you had an unlimited budget, what would be a dream for you for your business?
I'd probably buy a glow forge.
Ooh.
I've always wanted one of those, but they are pretty pricey.
Yeah.
So, but I've always wanted to make like, I have some, but I've always wanted to make like circular like keychain discs to put on like my wristlets with like sayings or like pictures or like little words.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
But that's on my bucket list for my small business, is to eventually buy one of those.
Very cool.
So.
Okay, so what is, and you can answer with two things if you want, your favorite product and what is a favorite from everybody else that.
Well, I actually brought a product that I've been selling a lot lately. It's a car mirror charm for your rear view mirror, but it is my little alien beads that I have.
I have really long arms, so I can reach
The
for it.
little alien beads I've been using recently. I've had a lot of people really like those, so that's one of my favorite designs.
That is cool.
I'll have a lot of those with me at the fall market, but I think those are my favorite, and I also really like the wristlets.
I love that because they're functional too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Very cool. Okay, so what is something that you love about Minted Vintage Market?
Well, I love probably the community, meeting a lot of other minted vintage vendors. I love the overall like aesthetic and theme of minted vintage. That's what first drew me in. It's something that it's like similar to what I like, and you're just a really kind and thoughtful person. So that's another thing.
That was sweet. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I love working with all of you guys. That for me has been a dream come true, is to work with all the awesome vendors. Do we have, someone has a question? Oh, can you use essential oil on the car charms?
Not on those ones specifically, but I'm going to start making ones that have like wood pieces that you can apply essential oils on.
Ooh.
That's one of the things I'm hoping to get done before Minted Vintage in the fall. I have some ideas up my sleeves, so.
That's a good idea because my car smells like sweaty feet all the time. My two boys.
Mine smells like French fries and
fast food.
old milk cup.
Yeah, so it's like, even if it's in your car for 5 minutes, it smells for like a week. So yeah, that would be really good. Plus, it's like car jewelry.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. So what do you do, or how do you plan ahead for preparing for an event like ours or other events that you go to?
So I try to like look overall what like the trends and the styles are. I'm pretty into social media, so I try to keep tabs on like what people like, what colors, what themes people are attracted to. And I also try to do some of the things that I like. So that's kind of how I figure out what type of designs to do. And I also try to base some of my designs off of like the theme of the event.
Oh, okay.
So since it'll be in the fall, I usually make a lot of fall themed designs. So
you almost got me there because I almost said what the theme was. So I don't know if anyone's laughing. It's not being announced until 4. Okay. No. But yeah. Oh, very cool. Okay. So like as far as how far in advance do you have to start? Because especially with having kids, I mean, you have to really try to find time when you can.
For like the Minted Vintage coming up in October, I try to at least prepare or have my supplies like 2 to 3 months in advance, because I like to procrastinate sometimes, and I like to have everything done at least a week or 2 in advance.
Just to make sure you're not scrambling at the end.
Just to make sure I have enough, and if I need to make more, I'll have time to make more. So,
is it possible if someone has a particular color or something in mind that they're able to reach out and ask you, and you're able to get that kind of thing, or?
Yeah, absolutely. If I don't have the beads in stock, I can always place an order to one of my suppliers and get the beads. I do custom orders, so you can always message me on Facebook or any of my other social media accounts.
I think we have another question there. It says, love the inside look. And, so that's Mantis Effect is watching. And I think your items are awesome.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Yeah. Sorry, I was having a hard time coming up with words there. Well, the words are in white. I can barely see it there. But Brenda, hey Brenda, thanks for watching. Okay, so when you get a chance to shop at events, like we talked about earlier, how you were a shopper at Minted Vintage first, and when you go to other events as well, what kind of things are you looking for?
So my style is kind of like boho, like 2000s emo, because that's like the era I grew up in as a kid and a teen. So I kind of look for like handmade jewelry. I like to wear a lot of crystal jewelry, and so the Mantis Effect, actually, I love her jewelry. And I like to buy candles, homemade candles, signs for my house. I just like to buy decor and stuff that's made by someone instead of buying in a store.
Right, because if you go to the store, everybody's going to have the same exact thing, but when you buy small, it's going to be unique. And
I told my mom the other day that my style for my house is kind of like grandma, thrift store, boho, chic. I like to buy stuff from thrift stores.
Well, the grandma is super trending right now. Yeah. I love that because I'm the same way too. I love the older stuff.
It reminds me of like going to my grandma's house and like when I was a kid. So that's why I kind of like that kind of style and look.
And for me too, just having a story behind it rather than like if you were showing someone your house and you were like, oh, this came from Hobby Lobby. Like, there's not a story behind that. Whereas if you buy from a small business or if you get something, you know, at a market, you're like, I remember when I saw this at the, you know, wherever. So, yeah, I love that. Okay, so where else can we find you? Where are you the most active, and where do you have your stuff online?
So as far as social media goes, I'm most active on Facebook. I have like a private Facebook group for like my customers and anyone who wants to see my designs. But as far as like in stores, I am in a store in Glendale, West Virginia. It's called Little One Crystal. They're like a crystal shop, but they also have some handmade vendors as well. And I'm also in a shop called WSL Designs. They're in Blair, Ohio. Winton, the owner, she has like a boutique, and then I have my stuff displayed there. So
cool. Awesome.
And then two places.
Of course, you can find her this fall at Minted Vintage Market. She is going to be in a different location. So in the past, she has been in Building 3, the barn with the dirt floor, the original barn that we used. She's actually going to be in Building 1. So you can find her there. Make sure you find where her new spot is and see what she has made for you. And yeah, so I'm going to check and make sure we don't have any other questions first. Oh, hey, Robin. Robin had a bunch of guesses on our fall theme the other day. Robin, stay tuned for 4 o'clock because we will be sharing that theme then. If we don't have any other questions, hi Alicia. Alicia just joined us. Alicia, we're just finishing up so you guys can rewatch. Robin said hey. If you guys rewatch, let us know, say replay in the comments, and then if you have questions, we'll keep an eye on those and try to answer those as you guys have the questions. But we hope you enjoyed getting to know Anna a little bit more and about what she does. Robin, I guessed a lot. You did. You had a lot of really awesome guesses too. That was fun. So yeah, we'll check back and see if you guys have any questions for Anna. And then if you're part of our email list, I will be sending a recap of our video today for you guys to see, and then I'll link all of our information on our website as well. So if you think about it later and you're like, oh yeah, I remember seeing that, I had a question, then you can find that information on our website as well. So we'll go ahead and get off for now, but thank you for joining us, and thank you, Anna, for letting us in to know you a little more, and we will see you in the fall. Goodbye, guys.
Bye.